Good evening. I hope you're doing well. I welcome you back to another class of human reproduction. Alright, so in the last class, I guess we completed up with everything and everything related to human male reproductive system, right? This lecture we gonna be talking about female reproductive system. So female reproductive system also I will be putting up in two parts. First, the internal structures, and then we will talk about the external genitalia. Cool? So external genitalia, maybe let me see if I can figure it out, or if I can post it today itself, or if not today, maybe in next class. Because I guess we're only left with this particular chapter from our syllabus. So we only have human reproduction to complete in your 10th standard syllabus related to zoology. And also we have evolution to be completed. Let's see evolution. Let's hope that we can join back once we are done with this, the corona crisis, right? So let's see if we can do evolution in the real time classes, because evolution on video will turn out to be extremely boring, right? And in the real time lectures, I'll try and I can keep a track on how many people are listening to me and how many people are going back to sleep at very fresh 7 p.m. in the evening, right? So anyways, let's not discuss what are the possible outcomes, let's not prospect the future, right? We'll come back to and we'll continue as and how the section goes, right? So female reproductive system, again we will be talking about in two sections. First section we'll be talking about the internal structure. Maybe the next section, maybe 3 sections we'll have to talk about, because the part will be continued with the very important topic and very confusing topic from the exam point of view, that is menstrual cycle. Your NCERT textbook only gives you a paragraph about menstrual cycle, but we will have to deal and we'll have to talk about it in detail. Cool? Alright, so now talking about what you can see on the board is a schematic, not a schematic, but then up to the mark diagram of female reproductive system. You are to draw the same diagram in your examination, because these two diagrams are given in your textbook. These are again important from your board examination point of view, right? So since the diagram looks a little more complicated, so they might give you female reproductive system or male reproductive system. Generally they might ask you female reproductive system. It is pretty easy to draw in the exam, because board examination में generally कोई easy चीजों को prefer करते हैं. It's very difficult to fail in boards. Any which ways, let's come back and let's start up with the parts. This empty section I will be occupying, or I will be utilizing for writing stuff. Cool. So let's get started with the female reproductive system. Alright, so when you talk about the female reproductive system, what you can see here is the internal structure of the female reproductive system, right? Whereas when you talk about the male reproductive system bear external genitalia. External genitalia refers to the external reproductive structures. For male it is penis and the scrotum, which turns out to be the external genitalia. But for the female external genitalia, there are no specific organs. We'll have to talk about that. These external genitalia will be dealing it in separate. Okay? So what we are talking about is the female reproductive system internal structure. Technically, the entire system is placed inside the pelvic cavity. ठीक है? So exactly जब भी आप position देखोगे बेटा, so this particular tube which you can see, the tube fibromuscular tube is referred to as vagina, right? So the inclination or the position of the female reproductive system is such. ये ऐसे it forms an angle. ठीक है? This particular tube is the vagina and this is the uterus. So it is, as you can see on the board, it is not placed straight, right? So it is angulated at the point, at this particular junction, right? So it basically angulates, or the uterus is between the urinary bladder and the rectum. So position identify करने के लिए it's pretty simple. ठीक है? ये ऐसे कैविटी बन जा रही है, ऐसे एक एंगल में है. दिस इज द वजाइना एंड दिस इज द यूट्रस. यूट्रस लाइज यूट्रस ऐसे उल्टा दिख रहा है बेटा, सो आप ये समझ लो कि ये यूट्रस सामने की तरफ फॉरवर्ड बेंट है, ठीक है। इन दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया देयर इज द यूरिनरी ब्लैडर एंड यहाँ पे है, तो यहाँ पे है रेक्टम, ठीक है, which is the part of the digestive system, that is the large intestine. So this is how the female reproductive system is absolutely placed. Now let's start naming the diagram, and according to the diagram we'll take up each part and then we'll write down what are the different parts which we have to label, right? In your examination you are asked to label 6 most appropriate and most important labels, but then it is always advisable to have more than 6. मैं तो ये मानता हूँ कि जितना आपको आता है उतना सब कुछ लिख दो, है ना, provided you have to be very neat and clean with your handwriting and your presentation. This is only certain gimmicks or certain pointers which you need to remember for your board examination. Cool? Come back. So what you can see here, this particular tube is called as the vagina. Now when you talk about the female reproductive system, एक important चीज है जो आपको याद रखना है, that the difference between a gynecologist and a urologist, ठीक है। So female reproductive system में the male it is not similar to male reproductive system में the urinary system and the reproductive system, they meet at a point or they meet at a junction called as, or a common passage called as urethra. But here subsequently there is a different urethra altogether and there is a different canal which acts as the copulatory organ, or my mistake, copulatory passage, ठीक है। So यहाँ पे the two systems are not integrated, whereas in males both the systems are integrated, right? So the science dealing with urinary system is called as urology. A doctor or a physician who is absolutely specialized in the urinary system is a urologist. So it is the science dealing with, urology is the science dealing with urinary system, ठीक है, of both male and female, ठीक है। urology is deals with, एक काम करते हैं अपन इसको urologist लिखते हैं। urologist is the doctor dealing with male and female urinary system and male reproductive system. Now you understood why male reproductive system, because it is somewhere down the line integrated. So you don't have a specialized doctor just to treat the reproductive diseases. वैसे males में बहुत ज़्यादा reproductive diseases common नहीं है, ठीक है। Now again, common नहीं है. This is just a general sweeping statement. We all know that these reproductive diseases are a result of the negligence, right? Either the result of improper personal hygiene or the result of having multiple sex partners. So technically there is always a reason for a disease to happen. Cool? Come back. So that is with respect to the male reproductive system and male and female urinary system. Why don't we include female reproductive system here? Because female reproductive system की specialization जो करता है, that those doctors are called as gynecologist, है ना। आप जो भी medical MBBS में there is a subject for you guys that is gynecology and obstetrics, so which deals with female reproductive system or diseases of female reproductive system, and also deals with gestational care of the pregnant ladies, right? So that is with respect to urology. So continuing with what we have to understand in this section. So what you can see here, this particular tube is the vagina, ठीक है। So vagina has a opening. ये क्या है? This muscular tube called as vagina. So approximately vagina is 10 centimeter in length. Cool. So approximately 10 centimeter in length. It's a fibromuscular tube. The vagina has a opening called as vaginal orifice. The opening of the vagina is called as vaginal orifice. ठीक है। the opening of the vagina is covered by a mucous membrane called as hymen. ठीक है, the opening, we'll write down that the opening of the vagina is covered by a mucous membrane called as, partially covered by a mucous membrane called as hymen. ठीक है, so this much we will be talking about अभी के लिए, and then we'll continue with that. ठीक है, so the first part which we have to understand in the female reproductive system, that is vagina. So what is it? It is the approximately it is 10 centimeter in length, and it is a fibromuscular tube. Fibromuscular tube. ठीक है? The opening is called as vaginal orifice. The opening is guarded by hymen. बेटा hymen क्या है? Hymen is a mucous membrane. ठीक है, hymen is a mucous membrane which partially covers. मतलब अगर आप सामने की तरफ से देखोगे, so if you consider this as the vaginal orifice, तो जो हाइमेन होगा that is partially covering the vagina. मतलब ये जो है this what I am drawing, so technically ये vaginal orifice होगा बेटा, ये आसपास का जो है that is hymen. ठीक है, and hymen generally breaks after the first sexual intercourse, right? It breaks after the first coitus. अब coitus is the term used for sexual intercourse. Because the words like sexual intercourse or copulation or in simple layman's language sex, ये words जो है it sounds a little more direct and little more inconvincing to a lot of people, right? So we have a very subtle word, and that is coitus. So again, it is a medical term, right? So coitus. So hymen breaks during the first coitus. Cool? Because during the coitus, the vagina receives the male copulatory organ, which is called as the penis. So technically, when during the first coitus, the hymen breaks, right? And there might be a little bit of bleeding during the first coitus. So a lot of misconceptions is associated with hymen, that hymen might be the sign of virginity. It might be an indication that the female is involving or female is getting into sex for the first time. So hymen does not indicate, or hymen is not the foolproof indication of virginity. Cool? So when you talk about this, that hymen को हम फिर conditioning ऐसा है बेटा कि a lot of customs and a lot of religious things they associate bleeding. They associate bleeding during the first sexual intercourse with the virginity of the female, right? So not necessarily that hymen only breaks during the first pregnancy. अब hymen की भी अलग-अलग types है बेटा, ठीक है? It is a biological thing. It is a biological structure. So hymen might be complete. It might be complete. ठीक है? It might be partial. It might be complete. It might be partial, or it might be incomplete. ठीक है? So complete cover हो सकता है, ठीक है? Which might, या फिर complete cover के बाद which might also open up. The hymen अगर complete है तो menstrual bleeding के time पे open होगा, ठीक है? But the entire vaginal orifice has hymen, and ऐसा भी होता है that some females might not have hymen at all, right? So it is technically a biological funda. It is technically a biological structure. So we should not indicate, or we should not make this particular structure indicative of something else, right? So hymen might break also during excessive cycling in a gymnasium, which is involving a lot of stretching, horizontal stretching कर रहे हो, horse riding कर रहे हो. So these are some certain points or certain areas where hymen can break, okay, or hymen can also break during excessive menstrual bleeding. So technically, घूम फिर कर moral of the story is hymen is not the indication of a female's virginity. Cool. So that is all with respect to hymen. ठीक है. And vagina also has internal foldings. ऐसे internal foldings हैं which is referred to as vaginal rouge. ठीक है. So not very important from the exam point of view. This entire the tube is covered by mucus. The mucus which is being present in the vaginal tract. ये canal को हम बोलेंगे vaginal tract और vaginal canal, or also referred to as the birth canal. ठीक है. Vaginal canal is also referred to as the birth canal. ठीक है. So the mucus present inside the vaginal canal, it serves as a lubrication during the act of copulation, or in simple medical terms, coitus. ठीक है. So that was with respect to the first part. So vaginal orifice communicates, मतलब technically it is present outside, and the end of the vagina is marked by the start of the uterus, and that is called as the cervix. ठीक है. So this is all with respect to vagina. We have to understand, and now we'll have to understand the function of the vagina. पहला function क्या है? That it is serving as the birth canal. दूसरा function क्या है बेटा? That it is a receiving passage. It receives penis, which is the male copulatory organ during coitus. Okay. So that is all with respect to vagina. We'll have to understand. Now we have to understand the next part. ठीक है. Vagina continue होता है, and it is connected with the next large muscular bag called as uterus. So the entire structure which you can see here is the uterus. ठीक है. Uterus also has different areas. ठीक है. The next part we'll talk about is uterus. So uterus also has different areas. We'll write down uterus now, and then we'll try to understand, and then we'll try to label it. ठीक है. तो पहले काम कर लेते हैं, लेबल कर लेते हैं. This part, the first part from outside to inside, we'll label it. Is called as cervix. ठीक है. Cervix ये neck like region है बेटा, ये neck like region है, which is called as cervix. ठीक है. Cervical comes from the word neck, तो ये neck के जैसा दिख रहा है इसलिए cervix. This is called as internal OS, and this is called as external OS. ये है external OS. OS stands for orifice. ठीक है. OS refers to lip like opening, lip like slit is called as OS. ये external OS है, ये internal OS है. External OS communicates with the vagina. Internal OS communicates with the uterus. Cool. So that region of the uterus is called as cervix. ये जो है neck shaped canal जो lip जैसा दिख रहा है, that is called as cervical canal. Cervical canal. And this cervical canal is completely covered with the mucus. ठीक है. And ये mucus जो होगा बेटा, ये mucus भी thick और thin होगा depending on the type of hormone का influence. ठीक है. So अभी के लिए सिर्फ याद करने के लिए रख लो that progesterone is responsible for thickening of the mucus, estrogen is responsible for the thinning of the mucus. ये जो mucus है इसमें water का content बदलता है. ठीक है. अगर mucus thick हो गया तो technically the sperm cannot travel through that particular cervix. अगर mucus thin है तो sperm can easily travel through that cervix. ठीक है. तो cervix, cervical canal. ठीक है. What is this particular structure I told you? It is the uterus. Very clear? We'll talk about that also. Okay. So उसके बाद these are the parts of the uterus. We'll talk about that. Let's write down uterus and then we'll continue with this. ठीक है. uterus का हमको histology भी पढ़ना है. histology भी इधर ही खत्म करेंगे हम लोग. ठीक है बेटा. तो uterus के regions को याद कर लो. The entire region of the uterus. This is called as region of the uterus को याद कर लेते हैं और उतने ही लेबल करेंगे. So region of the uterus में ये जो cavity है that is called as uterine cavity. Uterine cavity. ठीक है. The uterus has a dome shaped structure. Uterus has a dome shaped structure which is called as fundus. So this is structure number 1. ठीक है. Uterus का एक funnel shaped structure है, एक funnel shaped structure है जिसको हम बोलते हैं cornua. तो यूट्रस का फनल शेप दो जगह पे फनल है, ठीक है। यूट्रस का एक स्ट्रक्चर यहां पे है और एक फनल यहां पे है। दैट फनल शेप स्ट्रक्चर व्हिच ओपन्स इनटू द फैलोपियन ट्यूब इज कॉल्ड एज cornua, ठीक है। दिस एंटायर स्ट्रक्चर इज कॉल्ड एज द बॉडी। कूल। सो लेट्स ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड द नेक्स्ट पार्ट व्हिच इज यूट्रस। सो यूट्रस के कितने पार्ट बोले हमने? पहला पार्ट हमने बात किया सर्विक्स, सेकंड पार्ट हमने बात किया फंडस, थर्ड पार्ट इज द बॉडी एंड द फोर्थ पार्ट इज the cornua. So the second part of your female reproductive system is uterus. Uterus is also referred to as hystera, or also referred to as womb, or also referred to as metra, ठीक है। सो ये सब आपके स्ट्रक्चर्स है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू, ये सब आपके नाम है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द यूट्रस, ठीक है। पोजीशनिंग की बात करेंगे, यूट्रस क्या है? इट इज अ लार्ज, इट इज अ मस्क्यूलर बैग। पोजीशन क्या है? इट लाइज बिटवीन रेक्टम एंड यूरिनरी ब्लैडर, ठीक है। So the parts or the regions of uterus. So regions of uterus में चार different region है। The first is cervix, the other is body, the other is fundus, and the last one is cornua, ठीक है। So because looking at the diagram, I cannot really label each and every part, but आपको diagram label आप कर सकते हो from the written information, because otherwise the diagram will become very shabby, right? I don't want that to happen, right? The diagram should be absolutely clear so that you can see the diagram from the board and draw it in your notebooks. Cool? So let's get started with the first part, that is cervix, ठीक है। पहला part हम क्या लिखेंगे? That cervix communicates with vagina. Cervix has a cervical canal. The cervical canal is filled with mucus. ठीक है। The cervical canal has two openings. It has external OS and internal OS. External OS communicates, or external OS is between, external OS opens into uterus and internal OS opens into vagina, ठीक है। So this is what we have to understand with respect to the cervix. The next part is the body, ठीक है। बॉडी ये एंटायर बाकी के जो भी रीजन है दे आर कॉल्ड एज बॉडी, ठीक है। तो बॉडी के बारे में, बॉडी अकाउंट्स फॉर द मैक्सिमम पोर्शन और मैक्सिमम section of the entire uterus. The third part is the fundus, the dome-shaped structure. The dome-shaped structure which is present at the anterior most part, ठीक है। Sorry, my mistake. At the top, anterior posterior नहीं बोल सकते बेटा, because this is the anterior, this is the posterior, यही consider करेंगे। तो the dome-shaped structure which you can see is referred to as fundus, ठीक है। ये biological term है, stomach में भी fundus है, so we'll have to understand that way, ठीक है। So generally, this is again I'm saying generally the implantation, जो हम बोलते हैं ना कि एम्ब्रियो यूट्रस के अंदर इम्प्लांट हो जाता है, गायब हो जाता है। So generally the implantation is at the fundus, ठीक है। Generally the implantation is in the fundus, ठीक है। तो प्लेसेंटा का फॉर्मेशन यहां पे होगा बेटा, ऐसे दिखा, ऐसे है, ठीक है। द नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज द cornua. Cornua is the funnel shaped, again it is a funnel shaped structure, which communicates with fallopian tube, ठीक है. So that is all with respect to the parts of the uterus, the various sections of the uterus. Now we'll have to understand cervix के बारे में. एक important चीज ये है बेटा, one of the famous disease with respect to the female reproductive system is cervical cancer. ठीक है. सर्वाइकल कैंसर, एक जमाना ऐसा था बेटा जब सर्वाइकल कैंसर की वैक्सीन आ गई थी, ऐसे लोग बोलते थे. अभी भी सर्वाइकल कैंसर की वैक्सीन अवेलेबल है. Now why do you say कैंसर के लिए वैक्सीन, है ना? Because cervical cancer is basically caused by a virus. The agent causing cancer is a virus, and the name of the virus is human papilloma virus. So technically what happens in the cervical cancer is ये जो वायरस है, ये neck region, ये region में रहने लगता है. It starts damaging the areas of the cervix, leading to lesions. Lesions मतलब literally these are ulcers, okay, open wound, and which so entire cervical region पे ऐसे wound develop हो जाएंगे, lesions develop हो जाएंगे, which ultimately turns out to be extremely painful. ठीक है. So the person's reproductive life, the lady's reproductive life is absolutely taken for a toss. Cool. So and apart from that, the lady also suffers from extreme level of pain and yellowish whitish discharge from the vaginal tract, etc. ठीक है. If not treated, the condition can be extremely lethal with respect to metastasis. Metastasis मतलब spread of the disease. ठीक है. Throughout the body spread होने के chances बिल्कुल है. ठीक है. All right. Body is that part जो expand होता है to the fullest during the while having the child. ठीक है बेटा. So that is with respect to the uterus. अब यूट्रस के भी हमको ये बात करना है. We'll have to talk about the inner lining. मतलब technically, I don't know why did I erase this, but since I've erased it, let's not discuss that. ठीक है. So now when you talk about the layers of the uterus, इतना बड़ा organ है तो ये organ को 3 important layers है बेटा. ठीक है. So histology of the uterus, ये तो पार्ट्स थे, हम पार्ट्स पढ़ रहे थे. यूट्रस को ही हम कंटिन्यू करके लिखेंगे हिस्टोलॉजी. ठीक है. हिस्टोलॉजी ऑफ यूट्रस. So histology of uterus. The uterus has 3 layers. It has 3 different layers of the tissue, something called as perimetrium, myometrium and endometrium. Okay. So perimetrium, myometrium and endometrium. Perimetrium is the outermost region बेटा. ये जो बाहर, अब मैं लेबल नहीं कर सकता, ये जो outermost layer है, which is again outermost layer, which is referred to as the visceral peritoneum. Perimetrium is the visceral peritoneum. ठीक है. मतलब डायरेक्टली पेरीमेट्रियम किससे बनाया हुआ है? डायरेक्टली अटैच्ड टू दिस पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गन. ठीक है. कवर के जैसे, प्लास्टिक रैप के जैसे. सो पेरिटोनियम इज मेड अप ऑफ सिंपल स्क्वामस epithelium and white fibrous connective tissue and white fibers, मतलब कोलेजन. ठीक है. सो पेरीमेट्रियम इज द आउटरमोस्ट कवरिंग ऑफ द वेक्ट्रा, दैट इज यूट्रस. उसके बाद जो सेकेंड लेयर है, दैट इज रेफर्ड टू एज द मायोमेट्रियम. नाउ दिस मायो रेफर्स टू मसल्स. ठीक है. मायोमेट्रियम रेफर्स टू द मसल्स. सो मायोमेट्रियम इज द थिकेस्ट लेयर. It is the thickest layer, and this thickest layer is made up of स्मूथ मसल सेल्स, स्मूथ मसल्स, ठीक है। एंड यूट्रस की जो स्मूथ मसल्स है, दे आर वन ऑफ द लॉन्गेस्ट मसल्स विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द प्रेगनेंसी, बिकॉज द साइज ऑफ द यूट्रस नियरली एक्सपैंड्स टू 10 टाइम्स during the gestational period. So जो muscles है ये बहुत ज्यादा expand होते हैं. Largest type of smooth muscle, longest type of smooth muscle is present in the myometrium. फिर आता है endometrium. So what you can see here is the glandular tissue or glandular region which is referred to as the endometrium. ठीक है. Now this endometrium plays a very important role in menstrual cycle, in dealing with menstrual cycle. It is this endometrium which grows, which absolutely thickens, which layers up and which absolutely falls. ठीक है. So ये endometrium जो है, it is made up of glandular cells. Endometrium is made up of glandular cells. Now these glandular cells they secrete a nutritious component for, because endometrium के अंदर जाकर implantation होगा बेटा, तो जब तक एम्ब्रियो ग्रो हो रहा है तो एम्ब्रियो को ग्रो होने के लिए भी न्यूट्रिशन की रिक्वायरमेंट है, which absolutely is available from these glandular cells. ठीक है. Endometrium thickens, it becomes thickens and falls off during the 28-day cycle. During the 28-day cycle, it is this endometrium which is also referred to as the fragile tissue, or this endometrium which is also referred to as the disposable tissue of the uterus, because यही है जो completely menstrual bleeding के साथ बाहर निकल जाएगा. ठीक है. और basal layer पे वापस in the next menstrual cycle the endometrium again will become thick. ठीक है. एंडोमेट्रियम बनता है बेटा अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ एंडोमेट्रियम बनता है बाय द अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ ईस्ट्रोजन. ठीक है. रिपेयर होता है विद द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ईस्ट्रोजन and it is maintained because of the presence of progesterone. So under the influence of these two principal hormones, the endometrium thickens up and it absolutely loosens up. ठीक है. So that is with respect to the histology of the uterus. ये जो हमने बात किया था यूट्राइन कैविटी है बेटा. ठीक है. चलो मूविंग अहेड विद द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द reproductive system. The next part of the reproductive system which you can see is the fallopian tube. ठीक है. fallopian tube. अब दो इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आपको यहाँ पे लिखना है. जनरली जब भी मैं कोई भी एक स्ट्रक्चर को बात करता हूँ तो मैं हर स्ट्रक्चर का ऐसे ही लेबलिंग करूंगा. जैसे पेरीमेट्रियम है तो मायोमेट्रियम क्यों, मीजोमेट्रियम कहाँ गया, जिसे हम बोलते हैं ना एपी, मीजो, एंडो, है ना. तो यहाँ पे तो पेरीमेट्रियम है which is also referred to as epi, which can be called as epi. तो मीजोमेट्रियम कहाँ गया? Why do we have to write myo? So there is mesometrium also, but that mesometrium is a little more different than perimetrium. ठीक है. What you can see here in these green lines, what you can see is a broad ligament. It is a fan-like ऐसा tissue है, जैसे non-vegetarians will relate it. ठीक है. तो जो भी हम नॉनवेज के पीसेस खाते हैं उसमें एक बहुत स्लाइमी सा म्यूकस लाइक टिश्यू दिखता है. दैट इज नथिंग बट इट इज लिगामेंट लाइक. तो वैसा ही एक लिगामेंट है जो फ्लैंक कर रहा है, which is connecting the fallopian tube with the ovaries and ovaries to the uterus. तो ये कनेक्ट कर रहा है. It is a flank. It is a tissue which is made up of epithelium and white fibers again. So that broad ligament, ये ligament के जैसा ही दिख रहा है. So that broad ligament, इसको हम बोलेंगे बेटा, इसको हम बोलेंगे broad ligament. Broad ligament. Don't consider it literally as a ligament because ligament is connecting bones and bones, right? So broad ligament, this broad ligament is also called as mesometrium. ठीक है. Broad ligament is also referred to as mesometrium. ठीक है. So this is mesometrium. बाकी के भी parts लिख लेते हैं. This is the ovaries which you have drawn. Pair of ovaries. What you can see here is the fallopian tube. ये जो है that is fallopian tube. fallopian tube. ठीक है. चलो let's now get started. And this particular tube like structure, a ligament which connects the uterus and the ovary is called as ovarian ligament. Ovarian ligament. ठीक है, बाकी का लेवल बाद में करते हैं. चलो next is the next part, that is fallopian tube. So now when you talk about the fallopian tube, अब fallopian tube का starting end कहाँ पे, end कहाँ पे है ना, starting end बोल रहा हूँ कुछ भी. fallopian tube का start कहाँ पे है और end कहाँ पे, ये समझने में दिक्कत जाएगी क्योंकि ये तो पूरा ट्यूब है जो यहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहा है यहाँ पे खत्म हो रहा है. ठीक है, but that is हमको ऐसा लगता है, but when you talk about the fallopian tube, you talk from the receiving passage. ठीक है, fallopian tube receives the ovum, क्योंकि ovaries ovum बनाएंगे. ठीक है, that is the egg cell is formed in the ovum and that ovum is received by this end. So fallopian tube का एक broad funnel shaped structure which is called as infundibulum. This funnel shaped structure is referred to as infundibulum. Infundibulum. This infundibulum at its terminal point has finger-like structures called as fimbriae. Infundibulum has finger-like structures called as fimbriae. Each fimbriae will have a opening. The opening of the fimbriae is called as ostia. ठीक है, हर फिंगर में ऐसा hollow finger होगा जिसमें opening होगा ostia. Now when you talk about the ovulation, process of ovulation, मतलब nothing but the ovaries will hatch. अब यहाँ पे hatch is not a correct word, so हम ये use करते हैं the word ovulation. So when the ovum basically is removed from the, or it is released from the ovary, that ovum is received in the infundibulum पहले, and the ovum absolutely moves and it reaches the next bulging part which is called as ampulla. ये region को हम बोलेंगे ampulla. ठीक है, और ये जो कम डायमीटर का जो ट्यूब है उसको बोलेंगे isthmus. So the next part, which is the third part which we have to understand, is the fallopian tube. So fallopian tube also has three regions or three parts from outside to inside. मैं नंबर इसलिए लिख रहा हूं तो आपको याद रखें from outside की बात हो रही है. The first part is referred to as infundibulum. The second part is referred to as ampulla and the third part is referred to as isthmus. ठीक है, infundibulum, ampulla and isthmus. So this is from outside to inside. ये आपको पूछेंगे आपको generally कि which is the first part of fallopian tube. ठीक है, so infundibulum जो है, it is a funnel shaped receiver of the egg. It is funnel shaped and the terminal portion of the infundibulum, it bears finger-like projections. It bears finger-like projections. These finger-like projections are called as fimbriae. These finger-like projections are called as fimbriae. The fimbriae has openings. The openings are called as ostia. Openings are called as ostia. ठीक है, it is this fallopian tube, it is this infundibulum which receives the ovum for the first time. ठीक है, so ये fimbriae और एक suction pressure create होगा बेटा, तो suction pressure के through the ovum will be absolutely taken up into the, जब भी ओवरी रिलीज करेगा एग को, ऐसा होता है जनरली, इट इज अ प्रॉपर्ली ऑर्केस्ट्रेटेड स्टेप. इसलिए हम बोलते हैं कि बायोलॉजी इज सो ब्यूटीफुल. एवरी पर्टिकुलर थिंग हैपेंस और एवरी पर्टिकुलर एक्टिविटी और फिनोमेनन हैपेंस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द टाइम. ठीक है, सो the time is the only influencing factor. When ovary will hatch or ovulate ovum, तो ये जो फिम्ब्रिए है, ये जो fallopian tube है, ये fallopian tube थोड़ा सा मूव होगा. आप इमेजिन करो कि यहाँ पे ये ओवरी है और this ovary is about to hatch and this is the fallopian tube, this is the infundibulum. So this पहले दूर है, ठीक है. When the ovum is about to hatch or ovulate from the ovary, the fallopian tube का जो infundibulum है that moves. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ से ओवम निकलेगा, सो जैसे ये थोड़ा सा मूवमेंट शो करता है, ये पूरा का पूरा ओवरी को कवर कर लेगा. तो अब जो ओवम निकला, दैट डेफिनेटली हैज नो ऑप्शन एंड इट एंटर्स इनटू द infundibulum. वेरी क्लियरली अंडरस्टूड बेटा. ठीक है. द नेक्स्ट bulged part, okay, extended part which is called as ampulla. ठीक है. और नेक्स्ट सबसे ज्यादा डायमीटर इसका है. फिर उसके बाद सेकंड डायमीटर सबसे ज्यादा आफ्टर दैट, आफ्टर infundibulum it is ampulla, and the thinnest part is the isthmus. ठीक है. So it is between the ampullary isthmus junction. ठीक है. ampullary isthmus junction is the site of fertilization. ठीक है. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेटमेंट फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. आपको ये भी पूछ सकते हैं, तो कहां पे होगा ये फर्टिलाइजेशन? होगा यहाँ पे नियर द एम्प्यूला और isthmus के जंक्शन में, यहाँ पे फर्टिलाइजेशन होगा. ठीक है. नॉट टुवर्ड्स हियर, it will happen towards here. So ampulla और isthmus के बीच में. So ampulla का स्ट्रक्चर ही ऐसा बनाया है because वहां पे fertilization easily possible होगा. ठीक है बेटा. And isthmus is ultimately it communicates with the uterus and at the point called as cornua. बस खत्म. ठीक है. So infundibulum, ampulla and isthmus in totality, all of them they account fallopian tube of the female reproductive system. ठीक है. So बाकी सब जो स्ट्रक्चर्स है, उसके बाद का जो स्ट्रक्चर है that is ovary we are not touching it now because we'll have to do ovary and the entire diagram for TS of the ovary followed by menstrual cycle, so that we will deal it in a different class altogether. So for now this is the only section which we need to understand with respect to the female reproductive system. ठीक है. So any particular thing which maybe if I have skipped up because I had a lot of things to say in this particular lecture, but then वो होता है ना कि ऐसा है तो आप बहुत सारी चीजें भूल जाते हो कि एक्स्ट्रा टॉपिक्स. हाँ, टॉपिक रिलेटेड तो मैंने सब कुछ आपको बता दिया. ठीक है. एक्स्ट्रा टॉपिक मतलब डिजीज रिलेटेड है. There is one more disease. I want you to go and research on a research topic called as endometriosis. Go home, this is your assignment for today, that is go and search for endometriosis. ठीक है. endometriosis is a irreparable damage. ठीक है. अगर किसी लेडी को endometriosis है तो the lady is not capable of having a hostile environment for the growth of the baby. ठीक है. So in other words, endometriosis से सफर करने वाले जो भी लेडीज है, they will not be able to bear a child. They will either have to look out for a surrogate if they need a child. So because her uterus is not suitable, it is not fair, it is not structured to provide a favorable environment. ठीक है, for the growth of the fetus. So this is what we need to understand or we need to know about the disease. ठीक है. एंडोमेट्रियोसिस के बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ लो, तो मैं नेक्स्ट क्लास आपसे डिस्कस करूंगा. दूसरा एक और डिजीज मैं आप यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ, दैट इज PCOD. I also want people to read this and find out information about this also. Cool. So that is with respect to the female reproductive system. I am expecting another class maybe. ठीक है. I am also planning to take up a live session with you guys. With respect to just a simple chit chat conversation. ठीक है. I want you to tell me a convenient time when we can have that. Chit chat conversation मतलब थोड़ी सी मैं अच्छी बातें करूंगा तुम लोग से. वैसे मैं अच्छी बातें कर लेता हूँ, है ना, कभी कभी. तो आई एम इंटेंडिंग, ऐसा भी हो गया कि बहुत टाइम से आप लोगों के शक्लें नहीं देखे मैंने, तो लॉट ऑफ it's getting me detached right? So I just want to get involved with my work again. So I'm planning to take up a simple live session class. Okay, we will also figure out how it should be done with respect to the doubt session. Okay, but this is the most convenient for content. This is the most convenient method of YouTube videos. But for doubt session, we'll definitely go ahead with live sessions. Okay, or I might also show you certain videos on live sessions and certain pictures on live sessions. So I want you to not fight over this. Again, state and seriously, please don't fight over this. ठीक है, I am asking you only one question on the video. ठीक है, I want you to just post me a message in just yes or no. ठीक है, so I am planning to take this session by 5 o'clock in the evening, because I am assuming that 7 o'clock you might be occupied with watching the videos. So I don't want to conduct a live session by 7 p.m. So by 4 or 5 p.m. that would be the most convenient time for everyone. So now I really don't know how your schools are being managed. Okay, so even if I plan to take up a live session, I will be doing it with respect to the time, and that is by 5 o'clock in the evening. So please let me know if 5 o'clock is comfortable for you. So for now we wind up here. You can expect another class if time permits. Again, I don't want to rush up with the portion because we only have this particular chapter to be done. I know that you guys are very eager and you guys are very excited. This is my presumption though. You guys are very eager and interested and very curious about, or you waited. This is what I believe or feel, that you guys wait for the zoology class maybe. Okay, again, if it is true, I'll be very happy. If it is not true, still I'm happy, right? There's no reason of being there's no reason of frowning on all these things. So so I don't want to rush up with the portion. We will successfully complete this chapter by the end of maybe August. Okay, by the end of August. So still we have September और we have October, जिसमें हम बाकी टॉपिक्स कर लेंगे. अगर NTSC सिलेबस, मतलब मोस्ट ऑफ योर बोर्ड स्कूल सिलेबस, बोर्ड का जो सिलेबस है वो कंप्लीट हो गया बेटा. ठीक है, अब स्टेट बोर्ड वालों को जो भी एक्स्ट्रा टॉपिक्स है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दिस, स्टेट बोर्ड वाले जो है दे हैव एनिमल किंगडम टू बी डन. सो एनिमल किंगडम के जो मैं वीडियो लेक्चर्स डालूंगा, आई एम मेकिंग एनिमल किंगडम वीडियोस फॉर 11th ग्रेड. तो आपको भी मैं सेम वीडियो लेक्चर्स पास करूंगा. ठीक है, और एनिमल किंगडम कैसा है आपको ये फिर खुद से करना पड़ेगा अदरवाइज. ठीक है, एनी विच वेज, सो पोस्ट मी ऑन द क्लासरूम ऐप. डू नॉट create a hustle in the WhatsApp group. So just post me 5 o'clock is comfortable for all of you. ठीक है, for a live session. ठीक है, and the live session will take place on the Google Meet app. I am not a great fan of Zoom just because it's a Chinese app. ठीक है, so if you do not have Google Meet, please download it and keep it. Make a profile on you on your phone, and that's all. That's all for today. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Thank you so much for your patience. Signing off.